May I join you?
Be my guest.
The decibel level in there. No wonder the 40-year-olds are wearing hearing aids.
If you had one, you could turn it down.
And what passes for music? No piano? No piano.
The chopped liver.
I hate to say, it was a little tough.
Nobody's mother made that.
It tasted like beef liver.
If that was schmaltz, I'm Eleanor Roosevelt.
Such a day. Such a night.
A beautiful wedding. She's lovely, your granddaughter.
The apple of my eye. Who knew that Shiksa my Myron married could produce such a mensch?
And such a ritzy name.
Tiffany is, as Tiffany's named, from her mother's mouth to God's ear.
If she could live with maybe Zales for a while, this would also be good. Terrible times, the economy. Nathan is a good boy, and he will do his best for her. But
Well, your grandson is a fine young man. They're lucky to find each other.
Mazel!
Mazel tov.
All the way from California they brought me. Such an expense.
You'd have missed it.
Thousands they spent just on me. A room in this hotel bigger than my house almost.
Ha! You look like you belong here.
The whole Megillah. The catering. I could have made chicken with stone fruit, saved them 90%. Everybody loves my chicken.
If you don't mind my saying, I'd like to sample your cooking. Even Skinny Minnie Tiffany raves about your kugel.
Flatterer.
How long you stay in New York?
Don't get fresh.
We could have chaperones.
The children will be on their honeymoon. Should be already, maybe an hour ago. You saw them carrying on.
You could cook a meal while you're here. Myron has a beautiful kitchen. The Shiksa's never used it herself, but it's state-of-the-art. The only thing the in-laws have in common is negotiating over the wedding bills. You could bring them together.
They should have a good relationship, all of them. They won't, but they should.
You wouldn't have come if they didn't bring you?
I'd have hitchhiked.
I thought.
My flesh, I'd have beamed me up Scotty.
And Nathan's grandfather?
I made a good home for my Nachum L'Shulam.
They named the boy for him, huh? You lost him when?
He knew they were expecting, but he never saw the boy.
He gives and he takes away.
They named the boy. For a daughter-in-law, I don't have so much to complain.
Well, that's saying something.
You said it.
California new?
Nachum L'Shulam was a nutritionist. Who knew from that in Pittsburgh?
Oh, that sun, how do you stand it?
You can get used to anything.
Even sunshine, huh? But originally, Lentvaris, Elektronai? You sound like maybe a Litvak. Vilnius.
You have a good ear, like my fair lady.
Oh, you like music. Oh, I played oboe for a living until I retired.
A musician. And you made enough to raise a family.
It was tough at first. Oh, I tried a bunch of jobs. But my playing was better than my English.
It's pretty good now.
Oh, 50, 60 years later, I should hope.
Kinahora.
Stone fruit. Like prunes, apricots. Dried or fresh?
You cook?
I am what Tiffany calls an end user.
What's your language?
It's the computer lingo. Dried or fresh?
Have a guess, Einstein. There's more to food than flavor.
Odor. Aroma, I mean.
Not such an Einstein.
Mouthfeel.
That had better be another lingo thing.
Sorry. I watch the cooking shows.
Meaning.
Oh. Texture.
Finally. One more swing and you're out.
But I made it. Safe at second.
First base, thank you very much. We only met today.
Because fresh would go all mushy, right?
Okay, second base.
Maybe Yilna.
What about you? Where were you from before?
What makes you think I was there? Before or before?
I thought so.
Our age. It's to be expected. And
Vilnia. So much forgetting to do. Which I did.
how?
You seem carefree.
It's all an act. Whistle a happy tune.
The king and I. Siam, Burma, more killing.
So, how do you forget?
One moment at a time. Or almost a moment. Every second. To the last.
When you remember?
Did you play in the pit?
Excuse me?
All these musicals you're saying.
Oh, yes, I did. Funny word to hear you knowing.
I've been around. We have shows in California. It's not just Broadway.
Not just Broadway. But I saw the greats. Or at least I heard them above my head. And their feet.
What a life. Your wife was Bessie? How long?
3 years.
Cancer.
I learned from her to pretend. She said I brought her down. So, I learned to bring her up.
The opposite it sounds.
The opposite it was.
Long life.
What happens, happens. Ah. A toast to the bride and groom.
L'chaim.
L'chaim.
Oi. You all right? You need some water?
No. Yes. No.
You knew. Auschwitz. We said.
I know.
Your tie. Your tie. Let me.
No.
Please. It's one thing to forget by mistake, another to remember on purpose.
The number.
I know. Let go my arm.
The number.
Maybe you need Myron. You are a little verbludgeoned.
No.
Max, my arm.
My number.
Yes, I know. It's time to forget on purpose.
No. My number is the next number. My number.
No. Moisha?
I wouldn't let go your hand.
You wouldn't let go.
I wouldn't let go, but you went first.
They made you. They pulled you away.
Oh, I yelled at them, and they kicked me onto the ground.
Such fear. And crying already without sound.
Ah, so they wouldn't notice you.
So they wouldn't kick me too. I was a coward.
Your eyes, they haven't changed.
The oboe. But it couldn't have been.
My Malka, my beautiful bride.
2 lifetimes ago.
Beshet, meant to be.
2 lifetimes, Moisha. 2.
And you learned to cook?
A balaboosta I'm not. Nachum Leshulam's mother whipped me into shape in Pittsburgh. When we lost her, that was California. A good life we had. A wonderful son. A lifetime.
Maybe we're cats.
Now you're an optimist. Bessie must have been a saint.
I looked. I searched for years.
You searched? I searched.
Oh, I couldn't have a life because I lost yours.
But Bessie helped.
She danced.
Mr. Klatsnik.
2 left feet. But my oboe was right on the money. You'll remember. She danced. All the time. And she made me dance. And something melted. Let's not tell.
What?
No, not tonight. Myron will have us over tomorrow. You'll cook. Then we'll tell.
Because it's the children's night. Their wedding night.
Malka.
Beshert, shirt again.
From your mouth.